Yo, what up, YouTube, and welcome to Yo Retro. It's your boy Chaotic BPR with half a dozen. What's going on, my brother?
What up, though? What up, though? YouTube, chilling. I like your shirt, bro.
I appreciate it, man. Old Cleveland Gaming Classic, right?
Yeah,
Man, that's your hometown, right?
that's my hometown.
Yeah, man. I had a great time meeting you up there too, man. I was so glad to meet you up there, and we got to hang out at the Airbnb with the big boys and everything. Just got to meet some really cool people and everything, and with everybody in Arcades Anonymous. So it was great just to hang out with you, man, and actually meet you in person.
Yeah, it was cool. I had to leave as soon as that Illuminati ritual started, though. I had to dip, bro. I had to be out.
So y'all forgive me, man. I got the Ryan Reynolds bun going on, man. I just had to keep my hair out of my eyes, and it's been bothering me. It's too long. I need to cut it.
No, let's talk about that, bro. Let's talk about the man bun.
Man,
I like it, bro. You see Ryan Reynolds rocking it in the Deadpool leak photos. You know what I mean? It's coming back, bro. It's coming back.
Oh man, so who is in the chat right now? I got Gamer Fridge. What's going on, my good dude?
Go Lions,
Toxin. Yeah, go Lions. Good Toxin.
Detroit, stand up.
Yeah, Shotgun Sean, man. I'm so glad to see y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming by, man. Checking out the show. So we got a pretty good show for you guys. We're gonna talk about some 4KP, some possible DLC, speculations.
Yeah, this is our most wanted show. This is a show where we're gonna talk about our most wanted. You know, basically we're gonna talk about some news, but we're gonna talk about our most wanted stuff, our most wanted DLC, their most wanted pinball tables, and most wanted arcade cabinets.
So up first, man, we got the 4KP updates, day one patch, and everything like that. First of all, I want to bring up pre-order emails have gone out, or they're starting to go out in big old batches. So make sure you check your emails. AtGames put it on their Facebook to make sure you check your junk folders, your spam folders. If you've unsubscribed to their newsletter, you need to resubscribe because that can block emails from going out to you if you've pre-ordered. You've got to make sure you check your email so you can get that payments information in. If you hadn't gotten it, you need to contact them. Let them know, hey, I haven't gotten my pre-order stuff. What's going on? If you pre-ordered the Addams Family Standard Edition pinball.
Yeah, especially if you're in wave one, you know.
Yeah, if you're in wave one, go ahead and check your emails. If you ain't got it, contact them because you don't want to miss out. So the pre-order emails are inbound. Make sure you check that out.
Yeah, and then they put out these production photos, right? So we got the final production photos AtGames put out just to show you exactly what you're going to get at your doorstep. You know, and those look pretty clean, if I do say so myself. And I didn't even want the Addams Family one, but every single picture they put out has gotten better and better and better.
Yeah, so these are your final production. Crap. So we got starting off with the front panel. We got the plunger, that nice coin door that actually lights up. I'm actually really impressed by that. And it looks legit. You can actually Wagner was showing that you can throw a coin in it and it will go down into the slot and come right out the return.
Yeah,
it has no function whatsoever other than that's pretty freaking cool.
That's something the kids gonna play with all day. Kids gonna be throwing change in that, getting peanut butter coins stuck in there. You know it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But yeah. And I think the final production photos are looking pretty fire.
Yeah, for sure.
Now I've seen some people have upgraded the plungers on theirs. I don't know.
I mean, I would hope you'd be able to like change the knob and everything too. Like if you could, like if you want to do like Thing's hand or something like that, somebody could 3D print like Thing's hand and stuff, man, that'd be pretty dope. Yeah, or in our case, Attack from Mars, man, like have like a Martian head or something like that.
Yeah. Even
so,
go ahead.
One thing to make you relax and answer some of your questions was that standard edition. The numbers, it doesn't have a 1 to 5,000, so it's gonna whatever production model you get is what you get. There is no stoppage of numbers.
We addressed that on our last show. I brought up the question, the fact that it wasn't a collector's edition. You know, how could it have a collector's plate with a limited number on there? And if you look, do you got the photos? Can you bring those up?
Yeah, I thought I had it up. My bad, dude.
Yeah, we're still up on the screen. So yeah, if you look there, there's like they've added to the point where there could technically be 99,999 of these. You know, there's enough numbers there to do that many. So they probably got like 100,000 run on these or something like that, and they're just calling it their standard.
Yeah, based on like the 5 numbers right here under number, it could have 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, whatever, however many amount they sell, man. So
well, it's 5 numbers. That's why I peaked it at like not 900 or 99,000. You know, 999.
I do like that born on date, man. It just makes it feel like really official, like really, I guess what you call.
It's like fresh brewed out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like a beer, you know, like that born on date. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's official. Plus, you got the what do you got the QR code on there too?
Yeah. So, what do you think that QR code's for?
I assume it's for people if they were around it to, you know, it'll send them to their website to buy it, you know, so they could check out pricing on the cab. I wish it was like Stern does, you know. I wish it would. You could log into your leaderboards, you know. So I wish, say my friend came over and they got a different cab and they log in and they want to play a couple games. It'd be cool if they could use it like the Stern leaderboards, you know.
Oh, like Stern Connected, right?
Yeah, Stern Connected
or whatever it's called. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's not a bad idea.
I doubt that's what it is, but I wish that's what it was.
Being that it's on the plate, that collector's plate, or the, you know, numbered plate, whatever, I think it has probably something to do with like warranty information, or, you know, something just to register that that's your number, that's your device, that's when it was born. Like it just bounds it to your account.
Yeah, and it might have. I mean, with it being a QR code, they could give it. You know, in the future, those abilities could change. You know, it could take us to some app, some link somewhere, something different down the road too. You know,
Jim B, did you contact them? Because on their Facebook, they're saying if you did not get an email and it's not in your spam or it's in your junk, to contact them and make sure you're subscribed to their newsletter just in case you didn't get it or whatever. So I just want to make sure, man, that, you know, you get your stuff.
Yeah, reach out to them.
Yeah, if you definitely reach out to them. Let's go, Skeps Gaming. What's going on, babe?
What up, Steps? Yeah, look at these. I mean, these pictures are, like I said, every time with these Addams Family pictures, they've just made this cab in particular just look better and better and better. You know, they didn't do that with any of the other cabs, really.
Right. Doesn't this this hypes you up, man? This hypes you up.
Yeah. My uncle pre-ordered this cab, so he's gonna be getting this. I'll probably do a actual first impressions on this when it arrives at his house. I'll take my cam over there and do a first impressions on this. But yeah, I'm hyped because he's getting it, you know, and I'm gonna be able to go over there and check this out soon.
Man, that'd be awesome if you could somehow we can put that on this live stream, you know, in the future.
Absolutely, yeah.
Everything, man. Yeah, this just screams premium, man, and just a quality product to me. Just the way it looks and everything. I love the day one update that they got in a screenshot and everything. If you look really close, internet update completed. The internal components have been successfully updated. Please restart your device.
Okay,
I love the way that looks cool, man. Device update. And I love the pinup popper style. You know,
UI, the user interface.
The UI, man, the way it looks and everything. I love the way that looks. It looks a lot better than what the ALP is currently.
Yeah, it's got that pinup popper hyperspin kind of vibe.
Yeah, I love it. So let's talk about this topper, man. What do you think?
Love it. It's doing what it need to do. I want to see mine though. I want to see that Attack from Mars one. But yeah, these final ones look great. Addams Family's ready to go. Like anybody who ordered this should be super hyped looking at these photos and knowing that they're sending out delivery dates pretty soon, shipping dates.
Do you feel like there's any kind of like washout in this picture on that?
Yeah, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. But when the nighttime photos, it look clear, so it could be because the daylight,
Daylight, and
hitting
they
it.
probably got on the brightness all the way to high, right?
Yeah, that too. Yeah, so we'll see how they look in person. Yeah, it does look a little washed out even in that photo, but we'll see how they look. That's something obviously you want at night lit up. I don't know. We'll see how it look.
I still want to take the sides of the topper and like paint it with like some black acrylic paint just to.
Yeah, I wish they would have did that.
I don't know why.
All the plastics should be darker plastics on the back. Anywhere where it's just clear plastic and it's not graphic should be dark.
Yeah, I just feel like there's gonna be like a little bit of light bleed and just make it. That's probably what helps it be so washed out. But so at the beginning, we had, or when they were in Chicago for the Pinball Expo, it said Legends 4KP at the top, that marquee area. It lit up, it was bright, just like the original HD. Now you got it themed towards the table, and it doesn't seem like it's lit up anymore. Like the bezel, it's just a bezel, right?
Right.
Just you're focused on that screen now, that back glass screen.
Mhm.
That bezel around it is no longer lit up. There's no marquee to light up or anything like that. At least that's what it looks like in these photos.
Yeah. To me, I'm guessing it was a major complaint of the last model is that marquee would shine off the playfield, and a lot of people complained about that. And I remember in Wagner's early videos, he said that he suggested to them that they have an on-off switch for that for the marquee.
Yep,
And
off, low, and bright, right?
Right, and they added that, and in his most recent video, he shows that's for the topper. So I think the marquee, the light up marquee is gone. It's just a bezel, like you said, around the back glass basically now. And then you have the switch, I think, just for the topper.
Okay,
Let's
so
read some of these comments. Yeah.
Okay, so I can play the pinball on my Xbox. Can you sell me on why I should spend $1,200+ on one of these?
Yeah. Because it's in my opinion, it's the same reason why you want to play Street Fighter, on an arcade stick and standing in an arcade. It's it's the whole experience is different. The same reason you want to press pedals when you're playing a racing game or have a steering wheels.
And just like Brooklyn, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
I want to stand at a pinball machine and have the flippers on the side of it. You know what I mean, and be able to nudge it, and the haptic feedbacks. Stuff like that. It's kind of nice.
So Steps, here's my opinion on it. Me and you play together on Xbox. We play Soul Calibur 6 a lot. So here's my thing. I've played Pinball FX on my Xbox. Here's the thing that I don't like about it. Number one, the screen's not vertical. I have to play it on a horizontal screen. On a B pin, that screen's vertical. It's big. I can see the whole entire play field. When you're playing it on the Xbox, you either got to follow the ball or you got to have a really zoomed back look and you'll see the floor, you'll see the edge of the table, you'll see the table, and some of the play field, if not all the play field, if you got it zoomed out, or you can have it follow the ball, which is also disorienting. But I noticed when playing with a controller that when I'm hitting the flippers with my triggers, sometimes I'll hit nudge with the L1 or R1 or the L and R buttons. I will accidentally nudge it too many times by accidentally hitting those triggers. So now I'm not saying that's the reason why you just want that authentic pinball experience, man. If you're gonna play it in a cabinet, you want it to screen vertical.
Yeah, it's a little more authentic. It's still virtual pinball. It's a little more authentic, you know. For me, like I said, it's about being able to actually nudge the machine, having an actual back glass, a dedicated back glass, a dedicated DMD display. You know, all them features kind of coming together is what excites me about this.
Yeah. Yeah, and with the SSF kit, with the 7 speakers booming and everything, you'll
What up,
actually hear that.
Goofy?
Yeah, that's what you'll hear that ball roll in certain spots. You'll hear the flippers hit. You'll hear the ball hit certain spots of the table. You'll be able to hear that speaker fire off in certain spots.
Yeah.
I'm looking for that authentic experience, and that's what I'm paying for, really. And for it to be in 4K with 60 frames per second. It's just one of those things. Like you said, Nerd Lounge. It's just not one of those great experiences to be able to play that on console. It's fun that you be able to experience what you could enjoy in a pinball setting, in a pinball cabinet.
Yeah, and to be honest, my whole getting into virtual pinball was because of console. So, you know, I got into virtual pinball because of Zen.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
but the more I've played pinball and also virtual pinball, and the more I've seen virtual pinball, you know, and experienced Legends pinball for myself, like the more I'm going, I don't want to keep buying these tables on PlayStation and Switch. I want to buy them on something I can play them natively on and get that full experience, you know.
Yeah.
So that's where my excitement comes for 4K pinball.
So playing on consoles like a gateway drug. When you're ready to get into the heavy stuff, that's when you go buy a 4KP. Oh man, let's continue with these pictures. What we got next? We got the side art with Wednesday and Puzzle Day, man. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's great. Go back to that real quick. That's crazy. Like if you think about the imagery right there, like nowadays, like you know, kids being out in a storm with that, you know, like, that's wild. But go on.
I like how it looks a little bit like Christina Ricci.
Yeah. It looks like Wednesday. You know what you'd expect Wednesday to look like.
Yeah, there you go. Jenna Ortega, that works too.
Yeah. It looked like a lot of them old actresses who used to steal from stores.
What about that speaker grill?
It looks all right. I ain't gonna cap it. I mean, it looks better than nothing, but they, you know,
it looks around the table.
It looks like they threw a stencil over it, spray painted it one time, and all right, get it out the door. But I'm glad it's themed. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
I feel you on that. I want to see what that Attack from Mars looks like, though. I mean, I know what it looks like in pictures, but I want to see what it looks like.
It's the same. It's the same thing, bro. It's just a UFO spray painted on there instead of a web.
You're right. I
want to see what people mod these things. How would throw some LEDs in those? You know, it'll look crazy.
I like the way you're heading, man. I like the way you're heading.
Yeah.
Them pinball legs, though, man, they black.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
It doesn't look spray painted. It's not chrome, man. It's just that jet black. I like it.
It matches the theming of the Legends 4K, you know, because I noticed on like Attack from Mars, most of the originals were silver legs, you know. So, but it goes well with the table and, you know, with the little framing around the screen and all that. It looks good. I think that's the way to go for the legs on their units.
Hey, Steps.
Pause.
Steps, when you see my review and half a dozen's review, we ain't paid chills. Oh, this is legit. This is my first ever At Games project, period. Or At Games product, period. So I'm excited, man, to see how I really feel about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't shill. I like what I like, and I'll tell you what I don't like. You know.
Well, that's basically it on the way it looks. I'm excited about it. I'm hyped. It looks like a premium product.
just since it did get brought up, you know, I know I don't shills because I genuinely like things other people hate. Like I love my Fast and the Furious cab and I love my KI Pro, and those cabs got destroyed in the community, and I love them. So I can't be a shill because I don't know. I don't go with what everybody else say. You know what I mean? I just like what I like. I don't care what nobody else think. Yeah, smoke break. I'm down with that.
Hey, Shotgun Sean, I had to go all out, man. This is the biggest thing and most expensive thing I bought other than a car, man. So I'm super excited about this. I'm right there with you, Smoke Break. I love Blitz. I like my Blitz cab too, man. Everybody craps on that cabinet.
Me too.
And,
I got my Blitz still.
But I like the online play. Like I don't have any issues with it. It's fun. That game's when you're playing online with people, it's very competitive, man. I don't feel like it's bullcrap at all. Now, when you play against a computer will tear you up.
Do I miss late hits? Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this just feels like I don't know, a tamed version of Blitz. I don't know, something my kids could play or whatever, and everybody could have fun. I get that it's not Blitz, you know, but it's still to me Blitz. I mean, it just doesn't have late hits. I don't know. It doesn't bother me as much as it bothers everyone else. Like all these games too, if you think about it, like people will go on and on about like Fast and the Furious. Oh, they smashed 2 games into one. We're getting off subject with Arcade 1 up here, but you know, all these games are emulated differently, bro. They're not a 1-to-1, bro. So I get that. I already knew that when I bought them. So you're not telling me nothing I don't know, you know.
For me, Blitz, it wasn't about the late hits. I mean, that was cool and everything, but to me, that was just like a bonus feature. I treated the game like,
oh yeah, it's still competitive.
Can you pass, run? Is it competitive? Can you do these awesome tackles? Big giant like moments and plays. That to me, that's what made it fun.
Yeah,
it wasn't really about the late hits from me.
Personally. Yeah, the late hits was the way to rub it in. You know, that's all it was. Like when you were really whooping on somebody.
Yeah. So when you're in Discord and you're in like a voice chat with these people when you're playing Blitz with them, you can trash talk them just like you did in a real arcade. So to me, that's the fun part about it, man. I don't have to rub it in with a late hit. I could just rub it in with my words and everything. So
I mean, and then with that said, I mean, it was fun to do a leg drop on somebody after you did a touchdown, but at the same time, you couldn't play online before. So for me, that's kind of the trade-off. Like I could play online, but you know, I can't do a leg drop, whatever.
So here's a good question. Do you think at some point we'll see a sub 1K price on Hack Games 4KP? Most definitely.
Yes, but don't expect it for the first year or two. But I think so, yeah.
I think you could see like at least Dino Dynasty, that cabinet.
I knew you were gonna say it.
I don't think that's gonna sell well. I don't think it's gonna sell well. It's a natural history themed table. I just don't see it selling well.
You just couldn't resist, could you? You couldn't.
Oh, I couldn't.
Hey, look, man. Buy you a Dinosaur Dynasty table when it goes on sale and skin it. You'll be happy.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I do think, you know, you could see like the National Owners Day, like next year or this holiday season or whatever. You could probably see the Addams Family go down to like $8.99, $9.99. Because it's standard edition, man. It's standard edition. So I think maybe, if not this year, then definitely next year.
I'm hesitant on that one, but let's go on. Let's move forward. What else we got?
All right, so let's talk about
this thing's just coming out. I don't think this 4K is going on sale no time soon. It's going up in price, bro. Remember that. It's going up in price after pre-order.
You're right.
It's going to be $1,500 next year.
Let's talk about the day one update, man. They've already got this press release and everything, letting everybody know what the deal is when you do receive these in the mail. We got the firmware update goes live January 26th, and it's going to include the Addams Family optimized release and other crucial software updates for your proper machine operation. It will automatically replace the factory stock firmware of 592. So very important. You're going to have to update this as soon as you get it. You're going to have to connect it to the internet, or it's not going to run properly. It might even not even let you run it at all. So you have to do a day one update regardless.
Well, they said you have to do that to run the Addams Family table. I assume if you didn't want to play that table, you could probably play it without the day one update.
Right.
Or is that mandatory?
It is. I do remember seeing them say it is a mandatory day one update. I don't know if it was Wagner's video or if it was on their press release that Act Game said on their press release stuff. But it did say there's an automatic day one update. So I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll see once.
So what happens if you don't have Wi-Fi? I assume you will if you got that kind of money to buy one of these things. I assume you got Wi-Fi.
Otherwise, you're screwed. But kind of like the arcade one up Wheel of Fortune cab. If you ain't got internet, that thing's not going to run. All right, man. So this roadmap, we're going from January to April. Me and you were expecting ours in April with the attack from Mars.
I said May, but keep going.
Yeah, you say May, I say April. I'm praying for April. I think they're gonna start rolling these out real quick once they get them.
I think they'll ship it in April, but I'll probably get it in May.
I can see that happening. So the Legends 4KP pinball packs, including Zachariah, Taito, and Dr. Seuss, are ready for redemption and installation via the App Store X. And the natural history tables are all included as part of the built-in tables. They are not going to be listed on the App Store. They're going to automatically be on your machine. So I don't know what's going to happen if you do a factory reset, if they're going to reinstall them on there or automatically or what.
But they're probably built into that factory reset, you know?
Yeah. Okay. So you got the pinball packs for Peanuts, Snoopy. It's available for redemption and installation post-purchase. Additional table packs will be announced and released starting in February. So we can start seeing announcements for new table packs probably starting in February, right?
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. And then this is a topic that we had last week. Gottlieb, are they going to reproduce these in 4K? Are they going to upscale them? Or are they going to re-release them? What are they going to do? We got our answer right here. Gottlieb Legends 4K pinball packs are expected to be published around National Owners Day 2024, which is February 14th, with more announcements to follow.
On Valentine's Day. For all you lovers.
Right? All published Legends 4K pinball tables will support the SSF kit post-delivery. Mm-hmm. And it automatically detects its presence, whether it's pre-installed from the factory or added by you. No further action will be required for the SSF kit compatibility.
So that's pretty dope that, you know, it automatically detects your SSF.
Yeah.
So
we won't have to do anything. That's fantastic, actually. Pinball Net soft launch is scheduled for March 29th and will not be available on day one, like they promised. So to compensate us, they are going to offer us a month of free play starting March 29th on top of your prepaid 2-month subscription beginning April 29th.
So we get an extra month.
Get an extra month, my man. All additional purchase subscriptions will commence after the prepaid period. Additionally, we will gift an Act Games prepaid themed Addams Family update, enhancing the navigation experience. So that pinup popper theme, that menu or whatever, where you're scrolling through, it's going to be Addams Family themed. I like that, man.
That's
fire.
I
didn't even know that was going to exist.
Yeah, I didn't even know they could theme the UI like that. So that's crazy. You could potentially get a theme for each table that'll make your table, you know, just look that much more official. You know, the aesthetics of the digital aesthetics matching the physical aesthetics. That's fire. Hey, I need one for Attack from Mars at games.
Yeah, that would be awesome, man. I'm definitely going to be using that. I think they should automatically include that though with whatever theme table you get. I think that theme should come.
How many times do you have to log in? The login game is the most
It's
played at game.
it's a good point. It is a good point, and it's something that was really wrong with the last UI. I even watched Kong's live stream where he was showing off the legend, his legends. He's like, I hate this thing, man. I got to constantly log in every time I turn this machine on, or else I can't really use it. And if somebody wants to play it, I got to log in for them and all that. I got to do it every time I turn it off, turn it back on. I hate this thing. I wish they would fix that. Hopefully, in this UI, that's going to be fixed, man. I really hope so.
Yeah, the purchases need to register to the machine somehow. I mean, if it has to do an initial syncing, I don't know. It really, once you download the table, you should be able to play it. Like
the SSF kit to support OTG is included in day one update as an open beta. We will provide a free update to its functionality on March 29th. Please note, as OTG performance may vary, experience may differ. So SSF kit automatically going to work on everything that's native to the 4KP tables. If you want to hook
it's an
this thing
open
up,
beta.
if you hook it up to the OTG, it's an open beta.
Yeah, an OTG.
It may work with, say, your pinup popper, your Steam library. It may not. Just it's depending, man. Open beta, so things could go wrong, but they are hoping to have that update March 29th, and it should fix it. Whatever. I don't know. We'll see when it gets here.
Yeah. It sounds like they got the SSF kit automatically working if it's pre-installed or if you install it, and then OTG, it's just going to be an open beta, and they're going to try to make it work better as it goes.
So, G looks interesting to me. Updates under the Legends CE 4K are predominantly modular, ensuring they are small and quick to implement. In other words, these patches are going to be small. They're not going to take long to download. Is that what I'm assuming? I think that's what that means.
Well, I think it's also quick on their end to get to us.
Yeah. Okay.
So if there's a problem and they need to fix it, they'll be able to ensure that they can fix it quickly and get it to us quickly.
And then future updates beyond April include a My Digital Locker. I don't know what that is. Maybe somebody in the chat can tell me what that is. One-click redemption. That sounds really cool. So if you're already logged in and you're on the App Store and you look at a table or table pack that you want to buy, just one click and done, right? On-scene purchase of Legends 4K table packs via APX. Yep, just went over that. Legends Retro Player 4K and General Loader application building tools and sample codes for side loading third-party apps, back-end improvements.
Okay.
That's a lot. That's a mouthful.
So yeah, that's a lot to take in. So my digital locker MDO, I assume, will eventually be like a digital locker of your games, your purchases, kind of whatever, whether it be a vertical shooter or maybe a pinball game. One-click redemption. I think they're trying this. That just says right there what you were expressing. Like they want to streamline the redemption process. Where you should be able to not have to go on your phone and get a code
with those
redeem it from the website.
Kind of
yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do a one-click redemption process on tables. But yeah, that is a lot to take in. I don't even know what Legends Retro Player 4K is. I don't know. Is that to play movies? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, or is it like, I don't know, Arcade Net? I don't know, man.
Like it's retro because you know that they said the one CoinOps is gone. So is Retro Player replacing CoinOps?
That's a good point. That might be what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Anything else that we want to discuss on that?
Catch up with the chat.
So Goofyfoot says his logs out after a while if it sits idle. Yeah, I think Kong's the same thing about his too. That's unfortunate, man. I really hope they fix that in this new system. And with the older system, like all these people that have it, why don't they fix that? Is it that they got themselves into a corner with the UI that they couldn't update it to a point to fix that?
Mm. I don't know. I mean, if you ask me, I think it's the same reason Arcade One Up kind of like they don't update certain older cabs. They're just
Right.
kind of they're focused on what's next, and then they say they're going to worry about what they put out before that, but they're still kind of moving on to what's next. You know.
I got you. I got you. So moving on, the meat of the show, man.
Yeah. What's up? What's next?
So we're gonna talk about Act Games, Zen, Pinball, Most Wanted, and Speculation. These
Yeah.
are these are tables that me, you, and the community want to happen, want to come to the platform. And
yeah, these are tables that At Games and Zen Pinball have not announced for the 4K Legends format yet, Legends Pinball format yet, and we want to hit ASAP. You know, we want to announce them sooner or later. A collector's edition piece of hardware. This is just DLC. You want to see ASAP. You want Zen to, you know, get the fire up under their A and get these tables out to us ASAP. What up, PD7? What's up, man?
So what is some that you want to see to come?
Yeah, so obviously, you know, you can see a couple in the background here. You know, I want my Universal Monsters pack to hit ASAP. You know, everyone wants Creature from the Black Lagoon, I think. I definitely want, you know, I want that pack to hit ASAP. That's something I've been looking forward to. I really want all the Williams stuff ASAP because my thing is I want to virtually play real pinball tables, you know, so I really hope they prioritize all the Williams stuff. But I know a lot of people don't like hearing that, you know, especially a lot of the Zen fans, like they like the Zen inspired tables and different stuff. But yeah, Pinball M. You see it down there. You see it down there.
Yeah, we're talking about it.
Yeah.
So, did they announce Indiana Jones, or I kind of thought they showed a picture of it?
They didn't
on like a hype video or something like that.
Yeah, you know, I tried looking for that promo image and I could not find it. There was a promo image where they just announced their partnership with Zen, and there was like pics of Marvel and Star Wars, and I think Indiana Jones. Or no, they did. I think they did say that it's coming. It was on like a little text thing or something, you know.
Yeah,
like
I don't know if they actually said the words Indiana Jones, but I'm having a Mandela effect because I feel like I've seen it. I've seen the picture.
Bro, I went all over the internet looking for this image. I remember I even went on a couple forums asking for it, and I couldn't find it. So maybe I Mandela'd it too.
Yeah, so that's definitely top of the wish list for me. I imagine probably for you too. Have you played that table?
Which table?
Indiana Jones.
See, Mandela'd me. I forgot what we were even talking about. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I haven't played the real one like I've seen it in person, but I just didn't. I don't know why I didn't play it. I guess it's probably on me, you know. But I played the Zen version. Yeah, I played every Zen table pretty much.
Fantastic.
Pretty much, except for when they went to the Pinball Effects PS5 next gen. Yeah, that's when I quit playing them because I really wanted to get into virtual pinball.
I remember in that hype video they showed the Star Wars logo, the Marvel logo, but they didn't really announce what tables could come, if it's all of them or that's in the Zen library, or it was just vague, right? I'm really hoping that Marvel Avengers definitely comes to Infinity War was it called?
Yeah, I think it was Infinity War. Infinity Quest.
I think that might be it.
Infinity Quest.
Yeah, there was a post with all the major IPs pictured. Yes. Okay, good.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about.
Goofy Foot knows what we're talking about. There was one. It had all the major IPs on it, but they didn't say, hey, these are coming out, but it was just it was insinuated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got that partnership with Zen. This is what could be coming.
So we want to know what you guys want to see too. Which tables do you want them to prioritize? I know Chaotic wanted to see Borderlands.
Yeah, I want to see Borderlands. Jim B wants to see South Park, man, and have a actual hardware skin, like have a table skin for it. Day one buy for him. I agree with him on that. That would really be cool, man. Because I seen didn't Cool Toy do a video of him doing South Park, or was it like Simpsons or something like that?
He did Simpsons.
That's right. The South Park, yeah, well, that would be great. I would like to see
I'd like to see a South Park, because Simpsons was fire. Yeah, I want to see even like I said with the Universal Monsters, the Universal classics, Back to the Future, Jurassic Park, Jaws.
Yeah.
Star Wars Pinball, obviously.
But yeah, I like that Borderlands and Universal pinball set. Great idea. But the meat and potatoes, what me and you were talking about, and what Shotgun Sean was referring to, was what could, if Pinball M could come, and we get the 5 tables that they already have.
Yeah.
What new IPs could they bring out that could pop up on there, right? Because FX is really a broad spectrum of themes.
Mm-hmm.
They can put the mature tables on there, man.
Yeah, there's so much stuff they could do with that. Like, as you see, like an Exorcist table, House of 1,000 Corpses. That's like my favorite horror movie of all time. So I think that would make a fire Pinball M table. You get Rob Zombie involved. I'm sure he'd license some music, get it. Come on, bro.
That's a great idea, dude. Especially like if you did a pinball pack of 1,000 Corpses, Devil's Rejects.
Yeah, even if you drop one a year, like I don't, you know what I mean? So they could do a little bit of everything, but then come back to it and do, but yeah, great idea. A pack would be crazy.
Yeah. There's so many endless possibilities they could do with this. Jeepers Creepers would be cool. Insidious would be awesome, especially with the red lipstick demon from the first movie and this latest one that just came out. Nightmare on Elm Street, Paranormal Activity, Poltergeist, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I know that they're actually working on that.
Yeah,
that's supposed to be the next one released, I think, on the Elm.
Yeah, I think I don't know if those were leaked pictures or whatever, but there's definitely photos out of a Zen-inspired Texas Chainsaw Massacre table. Yeah,
I think if At Games could get Zen to release those on the platform without us having to go to OTG to play it, I think the more reasons for us to buy tables on the At Games platform instead of us having to go to OTG and just buy it straight from Zen is more opportunity for them to make as much money and profit on this as they can.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a loss for Zen to sell DLC on this platform. They're probably actually making more per table than they are on consoles.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm already buying tables on Pinball M on my Xbox, and also tables through Pinball FX on my Xbox. I would totally double dip and buy it on the At Games Legends 4KP. Easy.
But I mean, not even just in the double dipping aspect. Like I feel like I'm pretty sure Zen is they're upselling us a little bit, like the Addams Family table, for instance. How much if you pre-ordered? Almost $15. just one table.
Yeah, just one table.
I think that's to add the functionality of the haptics, and all that. So
yeah,
and also to make it just function on the platform, itself. So make it optimized for that platform. So that's what you're paying for, So to buy these and play them natively would be sick. And then, like I said, bring Pinball M to the platform, and imagine all this stuff. Even like I got Resident Evil up there. Like Resident Evil, it's a gaming franchise, but I could see it on Pinball M too.
Yeah, for sure. And I just want to show this real quick. Let's see if y'all remember the launch trailer for Pinball M. You got Chucky, Dead by Daylight, The Thing, Duke Nukem, and Wrath of the Elder Gods, which they have like a toned down version of that table on FX itself, and then they got a horror, like a more serious version on Pinball M, like bloodier and stuff. But yeah, people can already get on OTG and play these on their pinball, on their app games right now. If they would just implement these tables into the 4KP, I think it'd be a real winner, man. Everybody be making money, and then make themes like collector's edition to, like, say, a Chucky, or I would like to see a Thing. Honestly, the Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing was such a damn good movie. Kurt Russell, make that into a collector's edition, man.
You got a good opportunity here to like recreate the Nightmare on Elm Street, table. Poltergeist, you could do stuff like that. Scream, like there's so many Scream movies, you can do whole lists like that.
Yeah.
Jeepers Creepers, that's a trilogy now. There might be 4 of them now. Like that's a gold mine there. Pinball M's a gold mine. And yeah, it's pretty much primed. I feel like it's primed to go to 4KP.
And I agree with Jim, man. Like $15 for Indiana Jones by itself, or Addams Family by itself. They are extremely good tables, and they're recreations of the real tables, right?
Yeah, that's the thing for me. Like $15 is it's borderline extreme for one table. It's borderline extreme, but if it's a recreation of a real table, and they went through all the trouble of trying to recreate the lighting and the key art and all that, and the physics, like I don't mind paying 15 for, me personally. But going over that is kind of pushing it.
Toxin thinks $10 is a sweet spot. 15 might be a little bit more extreme. So he kind of agrees with you on that.
Yeah, well, like $10, I don't know. It depends. Like $10, I don't know, $10-12. I want to get a pack, of like Dinosaur Dynasty kind of tables. But $15, I don't mind paying for a Williams recreated table or something like that,
Yeah. What killed me though is like when I was looking through the Williams tables on Pinball FX, I noticed like you can get like 5, sometimes even just 3, and the prices would be like $22.99, $24.99. I was a little miffed about that.
Well, let me ask Toxin a question. Would you pay $15 for the Terminator 2 pinball recreation table? Would you pay for that $15 for that? I would personally, because I know I'm paying for the licensing, that comes with the sound, the key art, the back glass art, all that. I'm paying for all that, so
I agree with that.
To get Arnold on there, whatever, like you're kind of paying for all that, Now it's different. I don't want to pay $15 for Dinosaur Dynasty. But
Oh man,
Jurassic Park, I might.
yeah, Jurassic Park, yeah, but not none of that natural history crap. Come on, man.
But
Anything else?
Halloween tables, Insidious, all that paranormal activity, like I just feel like that's just a gold mine. We gotta
Yeah,
address it.
man. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you.
So bring Pinball M over to the 4K Legends format ASAP, Zen. Make it
Yeah,
happen.
there ain't no reason for it to be a separate app on Xbox either, man. Just fold it all under to Pinball FX, man.
Well,
Nice.
I think they're doing that just because of the ratings thing, but
Right, right. That's true. Good point.
I'm hoping they don't think kids are buying these $1,000 virtual pinball cabs, and they'll give us adults access to this gold mine.
Right. All right, man. So what's going on with Arcade One Up, man?
Not much, but we want to talk about what we want from them.
What could we realistically see this year?
We could talk
Other
about what we
than
realistically could see, but what do we want to see from them this year?
yeah, yeah.
Like, what do we really? We could keep it realistic.
Yeah, only because you don't want to just say like, "Hey, I want a Daytona. I want a Daytona," or "I want a Cruising USA." Damn well Cruising USA ain't gonna work.
Yeah, or I want a
It ain't gonna
Donkey
happen.
Kong.
I
I
want a
want a
Donkey
Donkey
Kong.
Kong.
I want a Mario
Stop.
Bros.
Stop.
Yeah,
You're not getting that. So we
no.
could be realistic, but I'm saying what do we want out of them, this year, 2024? What do we really realistically want from them? Me personally, I think I said it last time. I think they really need to focus on their brands that they do have, but I think they also need to realistically give their their core demographic something too. So if they drop 5 cabs this year, one of them needs to be for their core audience,
Yeah,
meaning
yeah,
drop a Tekken cab, drop something to rock our world, but if your other 4 cabs are Street Fighter, Pac-Man, NBA Jam, I get that. Whatever. Do what you got to do to save your ass. But one of these cabs, I personally, my most wanted thing from Arcade One Up is something like that. Something like a Tekken cab from Namco and them. Something that's gonna make us go, okay, you guys still might have some juice.
yeah, yeah. And you're lucky too, man, because you got Travis MCP in there that wants a Tekken cab, but he knows once he gets that Tekken cab, he's gone, man. He's gonna jump out of his community. As soon as that cab drops, he's like, I'm done. I got what I want. Bye.
Like John did after Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yeah, I got
Oh my
that out. I'm
god.
done. Fire me.
I'm out. I'm out. I did my Capcom thing. I'm out. Yeah,
Yeah,
so he's got a good point though. Raw Thrills does have some hitters like, but I just don't see it. I don't see Arcade One Up having. I don't see them putting the money into the peripherals to do those experiences right. Like they could put out a badass aliens, shooter that I'm pretty sure Raw Thrills made, but that gun's so crazy. It's like a big machine gun. Like, would they invest the money, $200-300 into each gun, and it costs about half the price of the cab you're buying? I don't think they do that. Like that's
nah.
the thing. Like Raw Thrills has some great licenses, but can they create those experiences in your home? I think they got lucky with Fast and the Furious. It's not as bad as people say. It is fun to play, but I don't think they're going to be able to do much more than that racing.
Could they do older Raw Thrill titles? Yeah, they've done it before, obviously, but um, they're gonna have to spend that R&D money on an upgraded chipset, like the Legends 4K is doing. I mean, they got that new Rock chip.
But didn't they say I was pretty sure a while back they said they already did up or invest in a new chipset for moving forward.
Well, they're gonna have to do it again.
Yeah,
Um,
probably.
if you're gonna want to see, if we're gonna start seeing anything that's like late '90s, early 2000s, other than that updated Fast and the Furious, that they did with Raw Thrills. And they had to tone down the graphics on that too, man. It doesn't run 60 frames per second, it runs 30, right?
Yeah, it runs 30.
So you want that to be 1080p and you want it to run 60, man, you're gonna have to upgrade that chipset a little bit more. And like we all know, man, they just don't have the money for it anymore. Now they were pretty successful, according to that article, that they made it more money than they thought they were gonna make. But they're gonna have to spend the money.
Yeah, the thing about Shredder's Revenge on Arcade 1-Up, how many buttons are we putting on that, 4-player game or whatever? Is it going to be a 4-player model? Like, I don't know. It just seems like I thought about that. I wanted that on there so bad, but isn't that like a 6-button game?
No,
or
I mean
8-button game, Shredder's Revenge.
I think you can get away with that being a 4-button game, if I remember, because you got hit, you got jump, you got dash, and you got
I thought you used the top triggers and all that.
You do. I'm trying to remember, man, because you got attack, jump, dodge, and you got heal a friend or whatever. So I'm just thinking, man, I think you can get away with
like just the old Turtles Cavs was like 2 buttons, so I don't know. It'd be weird looking to me. I don't know.
Like that list said, there was a Cowabunga collection, man. I think they could do that and have, but I don't want console games on my arcade cabinet.
Yeah, like if they do a re-release, I expect them to put that on there, because if it's just 2 games again, nobody's going to be interested.
Yeah,
but with that said, the console games don't really do much for me on arcade.
Yeah, it's like with my Killer Instinct cab, man, my favorite cab, and I love that cab. I hate that Battletoads console versions are on there. I hate it.
Yeah, it's under the bonus games category, so it's cool that it kind of hides it, but at the same time, like, I'm never gonna play that.
Yeah.
Literally I'll play that on the console, on the controller it was meant for, if I'm gonna play that.
Yeah, and Gamer Fridge has a point, man. We all played together on the iArcade with Shredder's Revenge. That control panel has 6 buttons. It works just fine. I don't even think you use all 6 buttons either. So they could make it work, man, if they really wanted to.
Yeah, they could.
But
they've done worse control schemes. We've seen them destroy Defender how many times? So,
damn good point. But I totally agree. I totally agree with you, and we're kind of getting off topic. What would I like to realistically see in 2024 is that Smash TV Robotron combined cabinet. I'd like to see that. And realistically, I think out of everything that was on that list that John D wanted to happen, that he leaked out to certain people, I still think that one has the most possibility of happening.
Well, what do you think would sell more, Smash TV or Tekken?
Oh, Tekken would sell more.
Yeah, and that's where I think Arcade 1-Up's at. Like, they gotta hit. They need a hitter right now, bro. They need a hitter.
Yeah, they need a hitter right now. But here's the thing, man. They got to position it towards a retailer to want to purchase that.
Will a retailer want to purchase Smash TV?
I don't know, man. I guess it just depends on really the person that they want. That they talk to.
Because I feel like you got a good point. Even Tekken's a hard sell. Telling them, hey, this is Tekken, but it's $800, or $1,000, like whatever they're gonna price it at, even $600. Right now I think they're having trouble with retailers in general. That's why they're going out to Ollie's and everybody else, because Walmart and Best Buy is kind of like, oh man, you guys take up a lot of space, a lot of shelf space, and
I bought 10,000 cabinets from you, and I only sold like 2.
right. Like that. Like, even my Pro, the Killer Instinct Pro, you can still buy that. They only made 500 of them, and you can go on their website today, I'm pretty sure, and buy one.
Yeah,
like, you're telling me there's not 499 other KI fanatics that said F it like I did And I'm not even a fanatic. I just thought I thought that was just the version I wanted.
I absolutely love KI, man. If the Pro wasn't so expensive, I would have jumped on it. But I like my 3/4 scale.
It was
And
a hard pill to swallow. I ain't gonna lie. Pause.
I bet, man. But just the way it looks and everything, I think I would have enjoyed it the hell out of it, man. I envy you, for having that.
It was worth it, bro.
Oh,
It
I
was
bet.
worth it. To me. To everybody else, it might not be, and I get that. But I'm not like I'm not a big fan of At Games version right now. I do not like the way that looks. But that's a whole nother subject.
The purple thunderstorm cabinet.
I like purple though. I'm just saying.
I love purple too. But
Excuse me.
Arcade Authentic, that ain't authentic at all.
What's the chat talking about?
For Toxin, man, it's MVC2 and then KI. I agree with that. I'm
with you there, bro. I'm with you there.
And Shotgun Sean says KI is my favorite one-up cab. Probably always will be. I'm right there with you, Shotgun.
Cold Mystics killed it though. That's why.
Yes, dude. And that's another thing when it comes to like research and development. If you want a cab to run properly online and have these huge updates, spectator mode, was it netcode, backwards netcode, whatever you call it. They brought KI out of being one of the worst like online cabs to the best online cab. That is straight up hands down the best experience playing that online. Now, period. Putting your quarters on the glass, waiting for your turn, beat somebody 3, 5, however many times you want to play that guy. You're done.
That quarters on the glass update was crazy because they didn't even say nothing about it. They just like slipped it in there. Like,
and Arcade One Up, and then Arcade One Up said, Arcade One Up did not push that. They're like, oh,
what's crazy to me is, they dropped it back. Like, bro, they totally dropped it back. They were like, and they let us know, like, oh no, that's something they do, and we could throw that on everything, but we're not gonna pay them to do it. Like, what?
Yeah,
bro, pay the man. He knows what he's doing. Pay that man to put that on all your fighting cabs.
Yeah,
pay them. Just pay them.
Because
somebody got to take a cut.
I guarantee you, they sold more cabinets after they did that update on their own. I bet they sold more of those cabinets than they did when they originally released it.
Only reason I disagree is I feel like because that cab still was like what 150. They discounted it at one point. I think around us the word gets around, but I think around the average gaming community, like the word didn't get around that the software side of that was so stellar, you know.
Yeah.
I think we know because we pay attention to all the little intricacies and all the little updates, but I think the average buyer, the average Walmart buyer did, or even KI fan probably did not know that they went and added a quarters on the glass kind of update.
Yeah. So Michael B and them say AVP is definitely not happening. It was a possibility, but it's definitely not happening now because we all shit on it as a community.
I don't know.
That's just speculation.
I don't know what Michael B, the Game Genie, knows because only he knows what he knows. But cool dude, shout out to him. I know the community they weren't very receptive. I think primarily to me was like they weren't receptive to the games list because it was just more of the same outside of the primary title.
Yeah. My thing was, I was like, if you're gonna make this a beat 'em up, like if you're gonna center this cabinet around a beat 'em up, put more beat 'em ups on there. If you're gonna make the marquee title a fighting game like Street Fighter, have more Street Fighter style games, fighting games on there, man, like Darkstalkers and stuff like that. It needs to be their cab needs to be more themed around, and their games list needs to be more themed around whatever the marquee title is.
I personally would have been okay with it just having 2 titles and it having the the Konami Aliens game on it. Like I'd have been cool with that if you whatever you had to spend to get both licenses and to just keep it a Aliens themed cabinet, you know. But I don't think they were willing to. I don't think that
No,
was gonna happen. They're just not gonna go. They're not gonna jump through that many hoops for a cabinet again. So
no,
I think I don't know.
no.
And do you remember that Capcom made like a little it said Capcom, it was a joystick, it said Capcom on it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could buy
It was made out of the logo. That's what
it
19K
was
Fox put in his cabinet.
right. So that plug and play device, it basically was that game list, you know, pretty much. So that's why I think people weren't thrilled. It was just like more of what we've already seen.
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. But Tekken, I would love to see that happen for you. I would definitely buy that cabinet if it was to come out. I just want something new, really.
That or MKXL with Mortal Kombat 4.
Yeah.
If they could do it, that'll shut a lot of people up.
Yeah, yeah. If you're gonna do XLs, man, and you say there's gonna be at least one, that needs to happen. Street Fighter needs to happen. Just go ahead and just make them all XL, man.
And you know what? You know what's crazy? I'm glad you brought Michael B up too, because I seen one of his streams after our first show, and he brought it up on his show. Something I speculated. Remember when I speculated that some of these licenses Arcade One Up has is similar to like movie rights, where if you don't do a cab every few years, them rights revert back to the original license holder, and then they could sell it out to Act Games or whoever they want. And and I speculated that, and then he pretty much confirmed it on his last stream. Is that's why they keep dropping these Pac-Mans, they keep dropping these, and yeah, so it was pretty cool to see him confirm what I was speculating on our first live stream, and I think that's pretty much what we're going to see from them in 2024. Them try to clutch on to them last couple licenses they got, the Pac-Man, the Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. They don't want to lose that, because if they lose Mortal Kombat, they lose Street Fighter, that could be, that's it, end game.
So every year they redo these cabs, right? Like the Pac-Mans and all that, right? You brought out the deluxes this past year. You brought out the peasants version of these. How
With no riser, no
right.
coin doors, just a kick plate with
Yeah.
logos on it. That's the peasant version.
Yeah, the Walmart cab. How do you keep how do you what do you do this next time to improve that? Do you just add light up buttons and call it a deluxe
I don't
2.0?
know. I don't know. I think they've screwed themselves with too many SKUs too. Like it's just like who are you? Who? That's what I said on the last stream too. Like they need to figure out who they are. Who is your demographic? Is it the peasants? Is it the arcade fanatics? You're not selling. I don't know. Like, or maybe they figure out them SKUs too a little bit better. I guess maybe
Yeah.
the peasant was their attempt at that, but I feel like it's not hitting the mark.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong.
Because Walmart wants the cheapest cabs possible, which is $2.99. They feel like they can push those. Man, and they don't have to discount them really. Just like, hey, we got $2.99 cabs here. It's gonna be a
Yeah,
little
all
short.
day. All
We
day.
also sell risers for those cabs. That's Walmart's thing. Everybody else, we'll take the $4.99 deluxe cabs. But how do you keep those licenses and improve all over the last cab design, which is the first ever deluxes? Keep those licenses by improving and also changing it up just a little bit, just so you can keep those licenses. How would they do that?
I think their first step, that's probably their cheapest option, is authentic arcade buttons, cherry switches, and joysticks.
Oh.
It's cheap. They could spend an extra $50 per cab and actually give people a good experience out the gate where they go, man, I just bought this $300 cab, plays great. I wish mine had the light up coin door and the light up marquee and these dope buttons that are in mine, but when you give them a crappy experience out the gate and they buy a $300 one and then it's on Craigslist the next week or, Facebook Marketplace the next week, because they had a crappy experience or something broke out the gate, maybe start giving people genuine just controls. That could be a big step up for them.
So let's say, like, could they keep the license if they reskin the cab as something else on that game list, on that same games list? Like, say, in this case,
if you get a Street Fighter XL with authentic controls, it'll make all the people that just bought that deluxe one go, I want that.
Right. And in this case, would say, let's go back to Pac-Man. Instead of it being Pac-Man, could you do a Galaxian cab that has the exact same game list as that Pac-Man, is just reskinned as a Galaxian? Would that count as keeping that license, happy? That keeping Bandai Namco happy, and it's still staying as a,
I don't know,
that same family. I don't know how would that work, but
would that
because they're getting to the point.
Big Dog cab covers the Pac-Man checkbox. You know what I mean? I don't think it does.
Well, you're right. Might be right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much more you can improve over the deluxe.
You got to just improve the experience. They definitely need to look into better chipsets, better controls. I mean, they can start simple, like I said, with the buttons, man. Start simple, bro.
Yeah, I mean, and could you do something as subtle as like, oh well, these are 2 inches taller?
Like I still want to see a great. I still want to see a great UMK3 skin. They did it, but it had the wings. Like, give me a good UMK3 skin with good controls.
That legacy design that you couldn't see if you were over, 6 feet tall.
They could deluxe that before they XL MK4. I don't care, just something a little new. But I don't want that same PCB. That's my big thing too. Like, I want a new PCB. I want something that's gonna have MK4 on it, something a little stronger.
Yeah. We need something newer, man. Something a little bit more powerful. Something that it will feed us. We're hungry.
Some Virtua Fighter, some Tekken. We're ready for that next step.
Yeah, man. Because we're gonna end up going somewhere else.
He said, "I'm gonna take my money over here. Better quit playing. Better quit playing with me." Yeah.
So realistically, I could still see that Smash TV Robotron happening this year. I'm with you though. I would love to see a Tekken or something, Hydro Thunder or something, man. I think they can emulate it. It'd be a little tight. But gotta give us something, especially the people who've been here. If you can't make the retailer sell it to us directly. I mean, that's the only way out around this.
Yeah,
I would love a root beer tapper cab. I agree with that. Absolutely, Jay.
Yeah, that'd be fire. But that's something I still feel you got to hit that $300 price mark. You got to get the authentic controllers, controls on the top of it, make it look official.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so let's see what the community is doing this week. The
community spotlight.
Yeah, community spotlight. Every week we try to showcase a little mod that the community did. This week we got something from Facebook again.
What's this guy's name?
Oh man, see, you gonna hit me and I was just pulling it up. Hold on now, give me a second. All right, so this is Hubble Al. Hubble Al shout out to you, man. I seen your post on Facebook, and since we were speaking about Mortal Kombat, this kind of hits the sweet spot. This dude actually, this is his for now final form of his Genesis inspired Mortal Kombat cabinet. He said he started modding it in 2020. He's got a marquee made from Angel. The screen bezel is the screen bezel is his first attempt at a 3D bezel. If you want to bring up one of them pictures, so that's the Angel marquee. That's fire as always.
Yeah, but this, look at this.
Look at that riser. So yeah, the riser. He said most of the embellishments are 3D printed, and the riser facade is made from foam with LED torches. So the torches light up on the bottom of that. That's crazy.
This is amazing. Like from the coin door, the riser. I'm guessing he put that on top of the actual riser, right?
Yeah, I guess pieces of foam he carved out and painted. And like that's crazy, bro. Like this dude could be doing movie props with some of that paint work.
Like Scorpion's harpoon, like hanging from the bottom of the control deck on the right side over there.
He said that was a Halloween prop.
Really?
Yeah, it was a Halloween prop, and the chain was too that he got.
And then the control panel, what? It's a Sega Genesis, right?
Yeah, it looks like the Genesis with some blood spilling down it. And even if you look real close on a control panel and one of the other pics, you'll just see like little pieces of almost like the Genesis box art, like the screenshots and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh my God, that is dope.
Yeah, go to the next pic. See, like if you see there, you can see on like the test your mic screen, like little pictures of the back box art. Like it's crazy.
What was that? It looks like clips from the magazine, right?
It could be clips from the magazine, or I thought like on the back of the Genesis box art. You know how to
yeah,
show
that's
pictures
it.
of the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
That's straight up like talent.
Yeah, but he themed the whole thing around the Genesis version, and then he's got the Intech Gaming thing where he puts his Genesis cart in front of actually in there, and plays the Genesis version of Mortal Kombat on there.
Okay, so there's that 3D bezel you were talking about. It looks like the Genesis, right? With the buttons, the power button, reset button, the vent covers, vent holes. Oh my gosh, man.
It's all Genesis themed, so that's our community spotlight of the week. He definitely crushed it though, bro.
Yeah, that's sick.
Hubble Al. He's been working on that since 2020, so it's obviously always a work in progress. He's probably just tinkering, making it a little better.
Yeah, and this was a Gen 1 Mortal Kombat 2 cav.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks better. It looks better than the one I had.
Oh, dude, that's so dope.
And the fact he could just throw in any MK cart in there and play whatever MK the Genesis one he wants.
Any Genesis game he wants, anything he wants, man. That's so cool, dude. I don't like risers, but yeah, I agree, man. He made that thing look like it was just
it's one of a kind.
That was a work of art. That was a work of art, man. That's something just to talk about right there.
Yeah, like I never seen somebody like carve foam and paint it and make it like 3D like that, like or whatever he did. I don't know if he CNC cut the foam. I don't know what he did. I don't know.
I wonder what his house looks like around like Halloween time, man. Does he like do that kind of stuff for his like decorations and stuff?
Right, because them mini torches look like they could have been like, I'm sure if you zoom in on that pic, they look like they could have been outside a dungeon or something. The way they look real.
I wish he had video. I wish he had video of it, man. I'd like to see those torches and see what they look like.
Word up, yeah. And if any of y'all are watching this and you see your stuff showcased, man, jump in the chat, drop a comment. We'll send you a holler. And if you ever want to send us some video footage of these cats, we'll be proud to showcase it.
Yeah. Or anybody that's watching these, and especially on a replay, man, if you got something you want to show, man, contact one of us. Let us know, and we'll gladly show it off, dude.
Yeah. So that's about it. That's our show.
Yeah. So I really just want to thank everybody for coming, man, hanging out with us and everything.
Yeah, let's send some shout outs who jumped in the chat with us.
Papa Brad, man.
As always, appreciate you.
I'm glad you agreed that that artwork needs some help.
Yeah, it needs some work.
Everybody in the
even the marquee. The marquee looks crazy. It looks like it's got like, I don't know. It almost looks like a Neo Geo like screenshot of the game on the far left side, and then it's got the marquee on to the right of it where everything's a little off center. I don't know. Looks crazy.
Yeah, but the good news is with the feedback they got from the 4KP, and they improved it by listening to the community. I think they did the exact same thing with that they're going to do with the Legends Ultimate 4K. They're going to they're going to show us what they got so far, get community feedback. Say, God, man, that thing's fugly. The coin door is tiny. It doesn't look good. And I think they will make the changes they feel is necessary and then they'll show us again. They're like, now it's available for pre-order. Here's what the cab looks like now,
I'm hesitant on that. The reason why I don't know that Arcade 1UP doesn't have some kind of like still have some kind of like, as long as we're selling these things on our website, you can't make the same exact looking thing.
Yeah.
And that might be part of the issue where it's like, hey, as long as they're still selling these and they still have some in their warehouse, we can't offer the same thing. As long as they still have stock on their website, we can't offer the same looking model.
Yeah. So I don't think they're gonna go for arcade authentic. Arcade.
Just go KI2. Why not go KI2?
Yeah, show that off a little bit, man. Hell, if you want to use more of that license, man, you got Battletoads, you got KI. Incorporate all that, like in the original Ultimate, man. They just had the games list of all the different games they had on there, and then they had.
You make a good point too. Just like the collector's edition pinballs, they could do a Battletoads version too, where maybe 500 versions of the Battletoads is a limited run. Same thing, just themed as the old Battletoads cab.
The problem with the Legends Ultimate, it wasn't the fact that it was it didn't look like an authentic arcade. The problem is that you got the list of games on the front panel, and then you had the weird mishmash of different types of games on the side, and it wasn't shaped like a regular like an arcade really
would. Just like the original Legends pinball. Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't shaped right. It had the mishmash of games on the side. That's pretty much the same complaints. So I think it kind of boils down to the same complaint is we want something that looks authentic. Even though we know it's not the real thing, we want 3/4 versions of or almost full scale versions of the original,
Yeah.
We like authentic artwork. That's why we bought Attack from Mars. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So it is I think it is a big part of it, and if they can't do KI1 on the side art, why not do KI2? If all I'm saying is if Arcade 1UP's blocking them from using the KI1 side art with Spinal, just use the KI2 side art.
Yeah.
And not this weird lightning combo side art. That's weird.
Yeah. And then you got Spinal on one side and you got Orchid on the other.
That's what I'm saying. The combo side art. It's like pick a game.
Yeah. Pick
because Orchid was on 2, right? On the side art. Wasn't Orchid on the side art on 2?
But they used the first game model, right? And like on the real cab,
you're right. Jesus.
So I think they should go KI2, man, and just and use that cab art, man. I don't see why not.
Well, yeah, and then also people like me who got KI the Pro, like I might want that KI2 to go next to it now, and have them both. You know what I mean? Because then I got 2 big bad boy cabs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I would love to have a real Killer Instinct, but I'm not Twisted Gaming, homie. I ain't got a $13,000 arcade space or something. I don't know what he built. His stuff is like $130,000 or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
that man got a whole space.
Yeah, he got money for it, man.
Yeah,
right here, I'm living like a peasant out here.
Yeah, I'm out here, you know, just trying to get it how I live.
Well, guys, thank y'all so much for watching, man. I love you all. And if you're not here for the live, at least see you on the replay. God bless. I love you all, man. And I hope to see y'all in the next episode. Anything you want to say out there, half dozen?
It probably sounds rude, but I don't love you all. But I do like you all for joining us. And I might grow to love you all. So just keep coming back. Yeah.
Oh, man. Join us on Arcades Anonymous on Wednesdays. Join our Discord, Arcades Anonymous. We do weekly community gameplays on Sundays after the show. I really ain't got nothing else to say, man. I love you guys. I'll see y'all next time, man. I'm Chaotic BPR. This is half a dozen.
Much love.
Yo, Retro. We'll see y'all next time.
Yo.
What's up, y'all? Welcome, yo.